and says like, hey, these people have nothing, and they're giving to make sure that the mission of Christ continues. I love where it is because its location in Macedonia, like this community was named for Alexander the Great's dad. So Philip of Macedonia, Alexander the Great's dad, who is this, from a historical standpoint, he's this incredible, larger than, like, if you think Alexander the Great is a larger than life figure, his dad was sort of him before he was him, right? So Philip of Macedonia is this incredible conqueror of Greek armies, really has worked in battle to start to unite some of these city-states that they really hadn't seen on this scale before. And he's this grizzled, one-eyed general, and everybody loves him until they don't, and he gets murdered by friends. And Philippi was named for Philip of Macedonia. So there's all of this really interesting historical stuff about this community and about the culture that's there, where when you look at it in relation to like what's happening, they've got this weird warrior culture. They also have been given a lot of benefits that other places in Rome don't have because of the historical significance, the connections to Philip and the connections to Alexander the Great, that, you know, they were kind of allowed some autonomy that the rest of that some other parts of Greece weren't, because the Romans were really big into their own history, and so they recognize all of this, and so they kind of give them a little bit of an extra, like, hey, all right, you can have a little bit more citizenship than some of the others. You can have a little bit more autonomy in governing yourselves because we know what kind of people come from Philippi. So there's a lot of just really interesting things like that come out of this community. And then on top of that, the way that we see them support Paul throughout his mission, which is one of the things that I think is the craziest, because Paul, I think is in maybe in 1 Corinthians, he shouts out the church in Macedonia, which is the Philippians, and says like, hey, these people have nothing, and they're giving to make sure that the mission of Christ continues. You guys have a ton, and you're stingy.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy to see all of those kind of connections in it.